Back in 2016, I filmed a Mary-Kate and Ashley collection video, and I got a lot of requests in that time to update it, but there was a solid 7 years my collection didn't grow at all. I found my most recent doll in that last video back in 2014, and it wasn't until 2021 when I began making a point of hunting for the dolls I wanted on eBay that my collection grew. So I have collected the majority of the dolls that I wanted. I'm not going to be showing all of my playsets, fashion packs, or the stuff sold with the dolls because I have too large of a collection now. However, you can check out my Flickr. I have an album dedicated to Mary-Kate and Ashley, and I have all of that stuff pictured in great detail with lots of information and more in-depth personal fun facts. So while I'm personally not someone who's really into celebrities and keeps up with stuff like that, I have loved Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls since I was 11 and I started seeing the Winning London sets at KB Toys. They really interested me, and from there I ended up watching some of the movies. They were some of the last dolls that I collected as a teenager. Mary-Kate and Ashley and American Girl were pretty much all I was buying around my freshman year of high school. So they have a very, very special place in my heart. I may in the future do an updated video of like my playsets because I have added one to my collection since my first video, but I'm not sure yet, and that wouldn't be anytime soon. If you want to read more about these dolls or see additional information, look at pictures, feel free to check out my Mary-Kate and Ashley album on Flickr. As I mentioned before, you do not need a Flickr to view this. And let's get on with the video. So I have organized them by set because a lot of the times Mary-Kate and Ashley were sold together, or I happened to buy the separately sold ones together, but I do have duplicates, so yeah, that's gonna make it interesting. So starting with the first edition dolls, we have one Mary-Kate to two Ashleys. This doll here was my childhood one. I got her at an indoor flea market boxed when I was about 13 years old, and I thought she was super pretty. She's got one of my favorite facial screenings, and she came with a lot of different clothes. My sister played a lot with her. And then this lady in the middle here, I got her in 2021. There was this seller that had pairs of Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls, like random pairs, and there were a few of the later dolls from like their college and like later high school era that I wanted. So she was just in one of those lots. She made an appearance in one of my Dolly Transformations videos because they were moldy, really quite moldy, and I had plenty of spare first edition Mary-Kate and Ashley clothes for her to wear. She's actually in better condition because I used to blow dry this doll a lot, which is not good for their hair. And then Mary-Kate over here, I bought her in either 2012 or 2013 at the local flea market for $1. She was not wearing her clothes, but I recognized her distinctive, like, full eyebrows, and I just had to buy her, and I ended up reuniting her with bits and pieces of her clothes over the years. Then we have the school-style gift set dolls. They're the ones sold with the Billboard Dad Book. I wanted them since I got into collecting. I don't think I knew that they existed when I was a kid because by the time I got into Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls, they were phased out of stores, but they were pretty hard to find. And then around 2021, when I was rebuilding my Mary-Kate and Ashley collection, I found them for, I think they were like $30 all said and done, something like that, because their box was really damaged, and it was a good thing that I bought them when I did, because when I took them out of the box, like the shipping box, the whole like tray separated from their factory package, but all of their stuff was in there, and they have some really cool clothes. So then we have my many movie magic Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls. I have 3 Ashleys and 4 Mary-Kates. So this was my childhood Ashley. She's very distinctive. I can tell her face apart, and she also has a slight shoe mark on her hand. I got her in around 2003 at this indoor flea market, actually the same one I got that Ashley from, coincidentally. There was this little girl who was selling off her very large doll collection. She had hundreds of dolls, and they were all in like varying condition because she had gotten them secondhand too, and I happened to pick this Ashley out because I didn't have her. She was naked, but I knew which one she was, and I just thought it was really cool because I knew the backstory behind her. So then this was my second Movie Magic Ashley. She was wearing this outfit with the shoes and everything. She was at an indoor flea market. I got her in 2011 or 2012. She was $3, which I thought was kind of expensive at the time. And I got her with a big bag of random Barbie clothes. And then this Ashley over here, I actually got her and the Mary Kate with the shoes together in an eBay lot. I did not get the lot for them, but they were getting their fashions that I wanted, so this is kind of the getting their fashion lot that I'm going to be referencing later. They were really difficult to find separately, and there was this whole big bundle that nobody bid on except me, and there was a few dolls, and since my Movie Magic dolls were missing like their furniture pieces and some of their smaller accessories, and that lot had most of them, I didn't mind getting the duplicated dolls. And this Mary Kate was actually the only one that had shoes of all of my others. So honestly, I can't remember which Mary Kate was whom. I got them both in 2011, both for like $1 each, and both wearing outfits I needed. So I didn't buy them for the dolls themselves. I bought them because I wanted what they were wearing. One was wearing a Sweet 16 Ashley dress, and the other was wearing a Travel in Style Ashley swimsuit that I wanted. Different flea markets, different days. Can't remember who was who because I've had them so long. And we already talked about this Mary Kate. And then this Mary Kate over here, she's really pretty. She's got a very distinctive face, and as soon as I pulled her out, I knew, that's my newest. She was a gift. She was in the Broadway Bell box that I got around Christmas time in 2022. Someone had very generously given me an enormous box of assorted dolls, and I think she very much intentionally picked out this Mary Kate for me because I collect Mary Kate and Ashley dolls, so she's very special. And she didn't have her outfit, but I have lots of spare Movie Magic outfits. So then we have the Travel in Style dolls. They are sold with the Passport to Paris book, so a lot of people think of them as Passport to Paris dolls. The two in swimsuits, this Ashley and this Mary Kate, were my second Mary Kate and Ashley dolls ever, and my very first used one. I got them right around the new year of 2003. They were at this indoor flea market in a bag with most of their stuff, and it was like $5. It was from a seller we used to buy from all the time as kids. I played with their clothes a lot, but I honestly found the dolls kind of homely. But I love them, and we go way back. But because they were already used, some of their things, like the swimsuit top, for instance, that was missing, and then Mary Kate had like a stretched out pair of pants. So in 2012, I remember it wasn't all that long after my dad passed away, my sister and I went to this huge outdoor flea market we used to go with him to, and the only thing we found that day was a box set of Travel in Style dolls, and they were $5. I just could not pass it up. And they're actually, I think, prettier than my other set. Sweet 16 Mary Kate and Ashleys. I have 2 Mary Kates to 1 Ashley. So that outdoor flea market I mentioned, like the year before, my dad had bought me this set of Sweet 16 dolls. They were in a We 3 Friends zipper case with pieces to Mary Kate and Ashley fashion packs and most of their stuff, and it was $5. I just could not resist. I was so excited. It was like my first major Mary Kate and Ashley score as an adult collector. And then this lady over here, it's funny, I bought her, I don't know, maybe in 2012 for $1. I thought she was getting their Mary Kate because she was wearing pieces to the getting their dolls, and it took me embarrassingly like a year or two to figure out that I had misidentified her. Then we have the Real Fashion for Real Girls Mary Kate and Ashley dolls. So I believe these were the first of Walmart's exclusive line of Mary Kate and Ashley. So Walmart used to carry like not just dolls, but they carried perfumes and makeup and clothes. These dolls I loved. I thought that they were so cool because their clothing reminds me of something you'd see in the movie Winning London, which I loved as a kid. And I got them in 2013, I want to say. I got them on eBay for pretty cheap. I think they were like less than $30 for the two because they were still on their cards, but the outer boxes were gone, but they had their shopping bags, their sunglasses, everything. They're still to this day one of my favorite Mary Kate and Ashley sets. The only thing I don't like about them is they use the 1987 skipper bodies with the like elastic waist, so they don't stand as well. My At the Beach Mary Kate and Ashley dolls. So this Ashley over here was my first. She is in the wrong outfit. I got her in one of those eBay lots that had the moldy dolls and the nice dolls. they were sold in pairs, and I bought 3 lots from this seller, and because of that I got like a discount. And at the time I had this Mary Kate, but I didn't have At the Beach Ashley, and when I went to wash the mold off her face, her eyebrows flaked off, and so I painted these eyebrows back on, and I know they're not the best. So the thing was, if I had owned the nice Ashley here in the middle, then I probably would have just used this lady as a body donor because so much of her face paint was coming off. But by the time I got this Ashley, I had had her in my doll family for so long I couldn't do that, couldn't bear to do that. So this Ashley here, I got her in an eBay lot in 2022, I believe at the start of 2022, and it was a pretty good deal. Like, these are kind of hard to find. Sometimes they sell for like $40 a piece, and I got both Mary Kate and Ashley for $40. However, said Mary Kate had a haircut, but I already had a minty Mary Kate without her outfit. I had gotten her from a lady at the flea market for $1 in 2014. She was my newest Mary Kate and Ashley doll in my last collection video in 2016, so there was like a huge gap there. So she had been the most recent find, and she wasn't even like in a right outfit or anything. So it worked out because I got a body donor from Mary Kate with cut hair, and then this Mary Kate had her outfit and had all their accessories and stuff. They're really cool because they have these like purpley eyebrows. It makes them very unique. Then we have my favorite set of all time, Winning London Mary Kate and Ashley. I do have 2 sets. The shabby ones on the left here, so this Ashley and this Mary Kate were my most prized possessions when I was 11. They were my Christmas gift in 2002. My dad got them at KB Toys. They were the reason I wanted to get into Mary Kate and Ashley dolls, because I'd see them all the time at KB Toys, and they fascinated me because their clothes were so detailed. I remember watching the movie and being obsessed with that, mostly because I liked their clothes and Ashley's hair. But you can tell they got a lot of mileage. Like, her curls are all stretched out from my regular grooming sessions as a kid, and Mary Kate's neck actually broke off at some point, and I swapped their bodies with another set of my Mary Kate and Ashley dolls as a kid, so that's probably why her neck was weakened. But because they were so shabby, it had been my dream since I got into collecting dolls again to get a nice set, and they were always like just too much money for what I wanted. But someone had this fabulous Mary Kate and Ashley. They were dressed in the wrong clothes, and they were with a bunch of other Mary Kate and Ashley stuff with their, just like the outer shell of their box. So I ended up getting it all for, I think, like $60 or $70. And there was like a lot of stuff in there. And the dolls were complete. Some of their cardboard punch-outs weren't even fully punched out. And the only downside was they came and they were moldy, which I did not know, because the listing did not specify, but it was a new eBay seller, so I don't fault them for that. They probably didn't realize. And I was really glad I was the one who got them, because Mary Kate especially had really gnarly stains, and someone else might have just thrown them out, but they're so beautiful. Like, do you see this work of art that is Ashley? She is fabulous. And it's great because we film a lot with this set, so it's good to have like stunt doubles, but my old set is kind of semi-retired. And we have my So Little Time ladies. I have 2 sets. I have the ones in the right outfits. I got them at KB Toys for $5 each on a sale as a kid, and then the other 2 who are wearing like matching fashions, this lady I got in 2013 in a huge lot of mostly naked dolls we purchased called the 60 doll bin, and then this lady I bought at an indoor flea market because she was wearing a Movie Magic Mary Kate outfit I wanted. And because these are the dolls I body swapped with my childhood Winning Londons, they're on the worst bodies with the loose arms, and their outfits were some of my most played with, so I am still hoping to find, maybe not like the dolls, because my second set's really nice, but like I would like to get their stuff again. It's just I haven't found ones in the right price point because I don't want to pay stupid money for it. Then we have my fashion pajamas ladies. So this lady here, Ashley, she has, as you can see, kind of messy looking hair. It's not messy, it's just kind of singed at the top because I used to blow dry her. Her name was Riley when I was a kid. I got her on my sister's 16th birthday with my Mary Kate and Ashley Let's Get Styling dressing room. We stopped at Walmart on the way to my Auntie Kim and Uncle Ray's house for Colleen's birthday get-together, and Dad let me get some stuff too, and I ended up getting really sick that afternoon and laying on Auntie Kim and Uncle Ray's couch. So Colleen kept coming over to me and being like, "Oh, Shelly, do you want me to open your stuff for you?" But I was so sick, I couldn't even be bothered. And you know, Shelly's not feeling well if she doesn't have time for dolls. But when I was feeling better, I ended up playing a ton with her. I thought she was so beautiful because she reminded me a lot of my Winning London lady, just without the curly hair, and her ragged. So I was really excited. A few years later, I want to say this was when I was about 13, this guy at the flea market who used to sell toy trucks to my dad, he had this set of Fashion Pajamas dolls in a bin underneath the table. They were moldy. I have really bad luck with Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls being moldy, but I was a kid, so I did not know about stain removal. I didn't even really know about proper cleaning, but I had to buy them. I had to rescue them, even though I didn't need Ashley. So I washed their clothes, probably just in dish soap, and I scrubbed them and washed her with shampoo. And it wasn't until I was an adult collector that I could actually get rid of the stains on their clothes and on their legs. I remember their legs were really stained, but I'm glad I rescued them. And then we have my Curl and Style Mary-Kate and Ashley doll. So I only have one Ashley, and the great irony is that I only had her up until 2021. I got her at Walmart when I was a kid. She was one of my very first Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls. In fact, I think she was my first separately sold doll. I got her sometime around the new year of 2003, not long after I got my Winning London dolls and my Travel and Style set. I might have had her before my Travel and Style dolls. I can't quite be sure. I always thought she looked like a grandma, and she has that really kind of gross looking special hair that's meant to hold crimps and stuff. But I got her a nice upgrade outfit in an eBay lot, which actually has something to do with one of the other Mary-Kates, so we'll get there. So for years, I had contemplated, even when they were in stores, getting Mary-Kate because I really liked this line. I thought their clothes were cool, but I just never got around to getting Mary-Kate. As an adult collector, I would look for her, but she was too expensive. So finally, when I got serious about it, I found her in 2021. She was still she had her box, and some of her stuff had never been removed from the box because a collector owned her, but supposedly one of the crimping plates was missing. It actually wasn't. It had just fallen behind something else in the box. So I got her for, I think, $30, which was a pretty good bargain because sometimes Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls are stupid money, and I refused to pay that. Not long after getting her, I ended up with two more. So lady over here, I got both of them in 2022. She was in a random lot that had cardboard stuff and trays with accessories attached still. I know that sounds weird, but I got it for $12, and it had pieces to the Getting There dolls, to the At the Beach dolls, and then it had the Curl and Style doll naked for some reason with her cardboard tray and her crimpers and stuff. So she was just kind of a bonus, and I was like, well, it doesn't matter if I have two of them. And then it couldn't have been more than a month later, I got this lady in another eBay lot, that one with the Getting There fashions I mentioned earlier that had the movie Magic dolls. She was wearing Ashley's outfit. I thought at first she was Ashley, and I was like, oh, that's great, because then I'll have two Mary-Kates and two Ashleys, and my Ashley doll's a little bit shabby, but no, it was a Mary-Kate. But that's okay, because Ashley got better outfits, and this Mary-Kate is probably the prettiest of the three. On the red carpet, Mary-Kate and Ashley, I remember seeing these were Target exclusives when I was a kid. Every time I was at Target, I'd be like, ooh, should I buy them? Should I not? But their shoes were boring, and I distinctly remember that they came with the same pointed black flats that my other dolls, some of my other ones came with, and that's why I never bought them. But then as an adult collector, I was confused because on the back of the package, it advertises them with wedges, kind of in this mold. So I was determined to get a boxed set, just so I could know for sure what their shoes were supposed to be, because I couldn't trust my memory. My memory was correct, by the way. I got these guys in 2021 in a lot together on eBay. I want to say they were $40 or $45 all said and done for the pair, which was a little bit more than I wanted to pay because they are single slim box dolls, but they have really high quality clothes, and I was very nostalgic for them. And interestingly enough, I don't know how well you can tell, but they have the same facial screenings as the Fashion Pajamas dolls, just with shimmery lips and these non-removable necklaces. We have Graduation Celebration Mary-Kate and Ashley. I got these four dolls actually, so both of my Sense of Style Ashleys and my graduation dolls at the flea market, the indoor flea market I got moldy fashion pajamas from. Back in 2004 or 2005, they were some of the very last fashion dolls I got before my doll hiatus of my teen years. They were quite cheap, if I recall, maybe like $5 each, and I decided just to get them, and I did play with them somewhat. And the reason I had two Sense of Style dolls is because this was my first lady, and I got her, I want to say, the same day as these two. I kept checking back hoping the seller would have Mary Kate, but she did not. Instead, she just had the one Ashley that sat around, so she had two Ashleys for some reason, but no Mary Kate. And eventually Dad said he would buy me the second Ashley, and I can tell them apart because this one's higher color, so you can kind of even tell on camera that like her eyeshadow is darker. I think she's a lot prettier than the other lady. Speaking of Mary Kate, I wanted this Mary Kate doll for years too. I would think about buying her at Walmart, but I never got around to it. And then as an adult collector, for some reason, Ashley is a lot easier to find. And that doesn't even make sense because I'm sure Mattel sold even numbers of Mary Kate and Ashley. I mean, maybe for some reason they didn't, but Mary Kate is like a beast to find. And I was not going to pay $30 or $40 or more for a slim box Mary Kate doll. But I ended up getting this lady for, I want to say, around $15, all said and done. She didn't pop up on my eBay search, but I Googled her, and then that led me to an eBay link. And the only thing was she was wearing Skipper shoes instead of her own, but I had a spare Ashley, and they come with the same, like, standard blue flip-flops, which are very common for Mary Kate and Ashley dolls. So because they weren't interesting shoes, I didn't mind anyways. It was a real dream come true. I got her in 2021 or the beginning of 2022, I forget. And then we have one of my favorite sets, getting there, Mary Kate and Ashley. I looked at them at KB Toys constantly as a kid. I don't know why I didn't get them because KB Toys had them for like maybe $13 for years. But for some reason I didn't get them. And as an adult collector, they were some of the first ones that I wanted, but they'd go through bouts of time where they were pretty hard to find on eBay, and I didn't want to pay stupid money. Colleen actually found me this set on Mercari. I want to say they were $30 for the pair. They had been opened up, but they had all of their accessories. They even had most of their cardboard punch-outs. The cardboard punch-outs were just really battered, which is why later on I bought that lot of cardboard accessories for Mary Kate and Ashley dolls, because I have a thing about their cardboard accessories. I played with cardboard accessories all the time. But they come with really cool clothes, and these are exceptionally beautiful Mary Kate and Ashley dolls. It's not my favorite movie by any means. The acting is beyond annoying and cheesy. However, their clothes they wear in that movie are my favorites. I love the way that they styled the girls, so it's really awesome having the fashions. Spa Day, Super Spa Day, Mary Kate and Ashley. I have two sets. So this lady here was my first Ashley. I got her in one of those eBay lots where the dolls were paired, and part of why I bought those eBay lots is because I didn't have any of the dolls except that first edition Ashley, who was in better condition than mine because mine had the kind of singed hair. So even though she did not have her outfit and was moldy, I was like, oh well, at least I'll have Ashley, because I had been looking for Ashley for a long time. And funnily enough, that brought me luck because it was the same summer, 2021, I ended up finding these two. They were from Canada, but they were super cheap. I guess someone had bought them and then they didn't end up paying, and the seller just kept relisting them. So I got them both for like $25, I think, all said and done, like with all the fees and stuff. So, because I think the lot was like $13 by it now. So it was a great deal, and I didn't need Mary Kate because I had this Mary Kate already. My dad let me get her off eBay for my 20th birthday, and he used to call her ugly. And the reason I got her was because I wanted curlin style Mary Kate, but she just wasn't cheap enough. So she was kind of sisters with my curlin style Ashley for years when I used to have them on display. So she's very special, and I can tell her apart because she's got the prettier face compared to Grandma Mary Kate over here. But the Canadian dolls actually have subtly different cardboard accessories, in case you wanted to know. So then we have senior year Mary Kate and Ashley. I have two Mary Kates. So I want to say this was my first Mary Kate. Colleen found her on eBay for me and bid on her. Actually, at the same time I was bidding on Your Look Mary Kate. She was bidding on this doll, and she was pretty inexpensive. She'd been stuck back inside her box. She was maybe $25. And these later year Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls are kind of difficult to find, or even if they're more common to find, they're competitive. So I didn't know that not long later a cheap lot on Mercari would show up for these two. And so that's sometimes why I ended up with duplicates, because it just made more sense to buy this lot for $20 all said and done, with both Mary-Kate and Ashley, who were complete. And I really wanted this Ashley, so that's how I ended up with spares, because I didn't want to pass up on this doll, but then this lot came up. Then we have the iconic New York Minutes. My favorite Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls to collect have always been the ones based on movies. So my first ones here are in the Getting Their Fashions. Ashley and Mary-Kate. I got them in 2014 at the local flea market for $1 each. They were wearing random Barbie clothes, and I recognized Mary-Kate because she had very distinctive brown hair. And then I paid for her and walked away, and then it occurred to me that the Ashley doll I had kind of just tossed aside had earrings, and I realized she must be Jane from New York Minute, so I went back and bought her. And they've just worn different fashion packs over the years. These are the nice Getting There ones I got in that lot I mentioned earlier. So it was always my dream to have a nice boxed set of them to open, or a mostly complete used one for the right price. So they were boxed, and I got them in 2021 in a lot with 3 Mary-Kate and Ashley fashion packs that were fully sealed. So there were 4 items, and when I broke down the math of like what everything would have cost, they would have been like $30 for this set, which was a really good deal, because they sometimes sell for over $100, and I just wasn't about to have that. I love their clothes, especially Mary-Kate's really awesome top. I'm glad that I don't keep them boxed, because when they came in the mail, they were so old by that point that even though in the eBay photos all of their stuff was still elasticed to the back of the box, it was just so old it dry rotted, and that shuffling from going through the mail broke all the elastics, and all of their accessories were floating at the bottom. So I'm really glad that I was going to open them anyways. And then we have the Look Who's 18 Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls. So these are their birthday ones. These are iconic. These are one of my favorite sets of my whole collection. I got them separately, but from the same seller on eBay. They were them and one of these Ashleys over here. They were the ones paired off with the junkier dolls, like this Super Spa Day. And you can see they have like their shoes and all that. So they were really nice, and I don't recall them being moldy. So I just had to like buy them in like a bundle deal. And yeah, this Mary-Kate has really cool like caramel colored hair. Some of the later Mary-Kates do. Ergo, why they are so very desirable. So then we have college style Mary-Kate and Ashley. I mentioned where I honestly can't tell them apart. I'm sorry. I forget. I feel bad, but I got them in such close succession that I really don't remember. But one of them I got in the eBay lot that these guys are from that seller. The other 2 I got in a lot together on Mercari, and it was kind of like with the senior year dolls, where it just made more sense because I wanted Mary-Kate, and they actually had their cardboard stuff with them. So I want to say I got them for like $21 together. It was like really cheap, so it just made more sense to do that. And I really love Mary-Kate's outfit. It's very fabulous. She does have like a little smudgy mark on her nose that I must have forgotten to remove. And then we have It's Your Look Mary-Kate. She is the only one that I am missing the Ashley to. The only other Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls I do not have are the Holiday and the Sun ones, but they are just sold in repackaged fashions, and they cost an insane amount of money, so I do not care about having them. I guess she's really hard to find. I didn't know it at the time. I was just cruising eBay when Colleen was bidding on one of the college style dolls. She was just generically listed, out of her box. She was from a Canadian seller. I got her for like $20 all said and done. Somewhere between like $20 and $25 all said and done. Yeah, I mean, I knew that she was a cool later year doll, but I didn't realize just how hard she was to find. I mean, people have paid like over $150 just for one of these dolls boxed. It's ridiculous. I don't get it, but I really like her. She's super pretty. I love her outfit. It's the kind of thing that I would have wanted to wear when I was growing up. I mean, not the skirt, but that kind of general style. It reminds me a lot of the clothes they used to sell for their brand at Walmart that I used to buy when I was like 11 and 12. We have the fabulous, the wonderful When in Rome dolls. Now, these guys are the only ones I genuinely overpaid for. but that's because I didn't really see them much in stores, and I didn't really see them much online, and they were still sealed in their box, so they were like over $100. I'm not even gonna front. I usually don't splurge like that, but they were like some of the last dolls I wanted for my collection, and I really wanted them boxed because, again, I'm crazy about their cardboard accessories and wanting all of their like shoes and things. So, and I really the movie's cheesy, but I watched a bunch, so I feel very like nostalgic for their outfits and stuff they were packaged with, and they're actually very pretty despite kind of that unattractive era of Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls that they're from. So I'm really excited to have them, and I got them in 2021. So I hope you enjoyed seeing all my Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls. They are all featured on my Flickr in the Mary-Kate and Ashley album. You don't need a Flickr to look at my photos. And until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.